Hello. I know so many of you are doing so much right now to support the people around you. What I want to talk about today is how we're taking care of ourselves. First, I want to take a quick look at this poem. I am washing my face before bed while a country is on fire. It feels dumb to wash my face and dumb not to. It has never been this way, and it has always been this way. Someone has always clinked a cocktail glass in one hemisphere as someone loses a home in another, while someone falls in love in the same apartment building where someone grieves. The fact that suffering, mundanity, and beauty coincide is unbearable and remarkable. I first came across this poem shortly after Russia invaded Ukraine, and I thought that's what she had written it in response to. I later learned that she had written it about a year earlier during the wildfires in Australia. She's an Australian poet. I have found that every time I have read this since then, it feels like it could have been written that day. And that's kind of the point. If we are waiting for all the fires to die down, and I mean, to be clear, there are going to be a lot of fires. There are a lot of fires. There are fires in the world. There are fires in our community, fires at work for sure. Sometimes fires in our home. Sometimes it's a loved one who's going through something really, really devastating. If we're waiting for all of those fires to die down before we start to prioritize ourselves, we're never going to get there. And by the way, we are not going to do as well fighting those fires if we don't. We have to find ways to prioritize ourselves in the midst of the fires. This is not shirking our responsibility or putting our head in the sand or being selfish. It is essential. The poem actually goes on. Let me just read a little bit more of it to you. She says, she's quoting Keats, and she says, I must choose between despair and energy. I choose the latter. What does it look like to state in the midst of smoke? I choose energy. For starters, I choose to finish washing my face. Then I choose to look, not away, but toward. I choose to trust, first in goodness, then in people I know, then in people I'll never meet, always in myself. I love that excerpt because what she's saying is not we're going to pretend this isn't happening or we're going to just walk away and leave people to suffer. No, we're not looking away. We are looking toward. But first, you have to wash your face. I talk a lot about the importance of having a daily reset. This is just something you do every day that is just about taking care of yourself, of your well-being, your mental health, your heart, your soul, whatever word you want to use. Do you have something that you do that is just about feeding you? Um, Try it. Try it today. What's something that'll delight you, make you laugh, make you put you in awe, make you feel calmer. If you can't think of anything, I'm going to drop a link in the description for this video to one of my favorite SNL, Saturday Night Live skits that makes me laugh. So I hope that you have something that you can do today that is just about feeding yourself. And I hope you do it again tomorrow and the next day and the day after that. If you feel like you could use a little more support, I'm actually thinking about putting together a weekly check-in over Zoom. If you're interested in that, there's a link in the description to share your interest and availability for that. I'd love to see you there. I'd also love if you would share this with anybody who you think might benefit from it. Thank you for spending this time with me, and thank you for everything that you're doing to take care of the world around you and, importantly, to take care of yourself along the way.